We're live.
Whoa. We're live. Are we?
I think so.
Okay.
But people, please tell us if we are in fact live.
Hello. Hello. Hello, we're here. Is anyone else here?
Not that I see so far.
Okay. We'll give it a minute.
Tanya's here.
Hi, Tanya. We will give a minute. Because I think we're a little early.
Yeah, I think so. Is your data on by chance too? I don't want to lose. Okay, just making sure.
Yeah, it's always on.
Great.
My data's always on.
We're getting a few more people.
Yay! Hello, everyone. Welcome to our Earth Day. Happy Earth Day. Our Earth Day plant walk. So Jenna is controlling the camera and can see all of your comments. I am Ciaran. I am in front of the camera and I can see none of your comments. So it's a great team. Hopefully everyone can hear me okay. I will take my mask down a little bit, as long as it is safe to do so. Jenna is also masked, but I am going to be tasting some of the things that I find so that you know you won't die.
We have a happy Earth Day, and what a beautiful day.
It's a gorgeous day here. It's been really sunny in Portland lately, so yeah. So Jenna and I thought it would be really fun to take you all on just a little walk here in our neighborhood around the Plum Deluxe offices and show you some of the plants that are just growing here in the urban landscape that are good for eating, for adding to tea. So I've already scouted out a few, and I thought we would start at this little magnolia tree. So, I don't know so much about the leaves of the magnolia, but I do know the flowers are edible. So, and we still have a few here on the tree. Beautiful little flowers. So these are really good. I'm just going to pull one of these off. So these are really good. You can make, they taste gingery. So you can make syrups with them. You can just add them on top of, sprinkle them on top of cakes and cookies and things. They're just delicious. I'm gonna eat one. I'm gonna see how this tree tastes. They all have varying levels of gingeriness. Yeah, it's really nice, and it's like a light ginger flavor on that one. I really want to pickle some of these, because then they're like pickled ginger that you can put on sushi. Or just in tacos or something, really nice. That's our magnolia tree. Please try the petals or the flowers. They are delicious. They do have a light floral scent and flavor to them as well. Yeah. I like to do a Magnolia cardamom syrup is really good. Yeah, and then we put it on pancakes. It's delicious. So we're going to keep going down the sidewalk here, and I'm going to show you a few other things.
You look like such an explorer.
I know, right? I have my gardening hat. You will stop and say hello to the dandelion, common yardweed. Also just fun to propagate some more dandelions. Go. So the leaves are edible. They do have a bitterness to them. But you can they're really good to mix into salads. You can also steep them in alcohol and make bitters, along with any other kind of plants you want to put in there. Bitters are then great in cocktails and things like that. So it's a really good digestive herb, actually. Plus, the flowers are delicious. I'm not going to eat one of these just because of where they are here. We've got a lot of dogs that have gone by. But these are really good. You can deep fry them, batter them and fry them, and they're delicious. You can also just sprinkle the petals on top of like cakes and cookies and muffins and things like that. Really good. So eat your beads. Roses. You can also eat rose petals. You can put them in tea, as you probably have noticed. We use a lot of rose petals in our teas. So you can just eat those as well. Dry them and put them in tea. Down here, I noticed we've got a little bit of a wild green going. This is commonly called Nipple Wart, which I think is a hilarious name. I don't know why it's called that. But this is a really nice little, usually comes up early in the spring. Just a nice little salad green. You can also saute it if you want.
Let's see. Someone says they have no audio, so I want to double check if other people have audio.
Oh yeah, that would be sad.
Yeah.
Start the whole thing over.
Right. So, let's see. Can I type in this chat?
I hope so.
Yeah.
You should be able to.
Yeah. All right. Let's check. Does everyone have audio?
I would hope that more people would have said something.
Me too. Like, I feel like they would have. Okay. Other people can hear.
Okay, great.
But,
great.
yeah. Someone lost audio as well, but Becky can hear.
It could have just been when we got far away from our Wi-Fi.
Yeah. But now we're probably switched to the data.
The data, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Yeah, I think we're good.
Okay, let us know if it happens again. We can always pause, go back, do the whole thing over. We're not going to do the whole thing over. Yeah, so Nipple Wart is a really nice little green. I don't remember its scientific name. That's another thing too, like if you cannot positively identify a plant as a plant, don't eat it. Like, if you're not sure that it's an edible plant, don't do it. And I'll try to, maybe we can put the scientific names for things in the description afterward, depending on what all I find. So, I have this one, I'm gonna give it back to nature. And look, here's more.
I'm gonna get right up in your face because
Okay.
when you turn away with the mask,
yeah.
it's hard for people to hear.
That makes sense. Okay, so down here, come on, Jenna. Down here we have mint. So this grows all over the place in Portland. And I mean, y'all know mint. Mint is amazing, delicious. You can add it fresh to things. You can dry it and put it in tea. You can make it fresh in tea. My mom used to take it and just put it in a big pitcher with water and black tea and put it in the sun and make sun tea with it. And it was really strong, but really good if you added a lot of sugar. So mint is a lovely one. There's some really nice mint here. And then over here, right near it, is also in the same family, is lemon balm. So yeah, they're actually like, here's some mint, here's some lemon balm. It's just a big happy family. This stuff is delicious. We use it in a lot of our teas as well. So it's...
Okay, people are losing sound again.
Okay.
So
Let's see. Sorry about the sound.
Okay, some people can hear fine, and some people can't. So it might be a device issue for some people.
Maybe. We'll keep going.
Yeah. Okay.
Hopefully it's okay. But yeah, so I'm gonna just pick a little bit of lemon balm here. A little sprig. Yeah, so you can always tell things from the mint family because they have a square stem. I don't know if it shows up too well on video, but the stem is actually like square. So if it's a square stem, it's a really good indicator that it's probably from the mint family, and is probably edible. So lemon balm, oh, if you crush it, you can smell the lemoniness to it, and it tastes lemony too. Yeah, so this one again, just like mint, you can add it fresh to tea and steep it. It's really good, like just add to your cold brew. You can dry it and use it in hot tea. You can, steep it fresh in hot tea as well. Yeah, it just adds this like nice lemoniness, and lemon balm is really uplifting. It's one of those, we don't give medical advice here, but lemon balm is one of those herbs that a lot of people traditionally have used for like a mood booster. So if they're feeling depressed or sad, lemon balm can be really helpful. Back in there. Okay. Ooh, wait, hang on. While we're down here. I know, it's like all this stuff in one spot. We have clover. So clover is also edible. You can just eat the leaves in salad if you want. Just add them to your salads, maybe along with some Nipple Wart and some dandelion greens. And when it flowers, you can also eat the flowers and dry the flowers and use them in tea, so clover flower. And then you can also grind it up and make a flour from the flowers, which is super fun. Make some very nice bran muffins with that. So clover is another one, and these are some really big clovers. There's also some like smaller clover down in here too. It's all different kinds. Yeah, it's very nice plants here, and we've hardly gone a block from our office, so it's great. So let's see what else we can find. There are some more flowers down here. Right here we have, this is called dead nettle, and it's not actually nettle. But someone thought it looked kind of like it, and it doesn't have a sting, which is why it's called dead nettle. Although I do think dead nettle would be a great name for like some kind of like metal band. Dead nettle. But you can eat this too. This time of year, like when it's getting really big and leggy like this, it's best sauteed with other veggies, greens, like stir-fried. You can add it to soups as well. So it's just a nice little extra punch of green and vitamins. Not edible, but the wood hyacinth is just really pretty right now. Here we go. We've got a calendula that's growing here. Looks like it escaped from the garden in there. But calendula we use in a lot of our teas. And you can eat it, eat the flowers just as they are. You can dry them and make tea. You can also just add them to baked goods, cakes, things like that on top, eat them fresh, add them to salads. It's just another like really happy, beautiful flower, and that has good nutrient properties and things like that as well. So, and a lot of people use it medicinally on skin. You can make salves and things with it. So It's a lovely plant. I grow a lot of this. So it's a wonderful, wonderful plant. So it's so cheery.
Beautiful.
Down here at the corner, a lot of these popping up everywhere right now. Cherry blossoms. You can actually eat these. So again, really good on your baked goods and things like that. Here we go. This is a really little puffy one. I love the little puff ball type ones because they just look like they're at a party. So these I love to sprinkle on top of like cakes and things. They're really nice on, I like to do a green matcha cake this time of year and put the cherry blossom petals on them. They don't have a lot of flavor, but they're just pretty. I just popped the whole thing in my mouth, but I want to. You can also, in Japan, they pickle these. And it's a really interesting flavor. But here they're just like a light vegetal, very light floral. Yeah, your cherry blossoms. And then right next to it here looks to be apple or pear blossoms. Little thing. So right here, and these are also edible. A little more delicate. Oh, yep. I'm just down all over the place. You can also see the ducks that live at the corner. These lovely ducks. Hello, ducks. I'm gonna finish my flower here. So yeah, I love these trees so much. So pretty. Let's see. We can continue on if we would like. I see some more good stuff down here. I feel like I'm the crocodile hunter.
You look like it.
I'll see another one. See if we can get closer. So your maple. So I just learned this recently. Is that maple is edible. Like, I mean, I know the sap is, like we make syrup from it, but I didn't realize you can eat the leaves. And these little flowers are also edible. So I didn't even realize maple got flowers until recently. I mean, it makes sense. I just never realized it. I think because they're kind of the color of the leaves. So I have actually not yet tried one of these, and I'm gonna do it right now, live, on Facebook. Ooh. Oh, they are nice. Oh. My friend was not joking who told me about this. Oh, those are delicious. They have almost like a honeyed apple sort of flavor to them. Like, wow. Jenna, you should try these.
I want to.
I'll put my mask back on. Yeah,
Totally like honey apple.
Yeah.
Wow.
Dang.
That's awesome.
Well, thank you, Maple Tree.
Thank you.
That was delicious.
Yum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, happy Earth Day. Eat your trees. We're going to come over here and then cross the street. Some more lovely clover down here. You could sit and look for a four-leaf. Quick, before we do that, this is plantain, not the banana type plantain. This is Plantago lanceolata, this one right here. It's longleaf plantain, and you can eat the young leaves. They do get kind of mucilaginous, But what a lot of people use this for is for a salve. It's really good for like sealing and healing wounds. So also if you're just out in nature and you hurt yourself, you get a bug bite or a nettle sting or anything like that, even poison ivy, it can help soothe the rash. You just like pick a leaf and like, I've seen a lot of people who will chew it up to make a paste and then put the paste on. If you don't want to do that, you can just like really mush it up with your hands and like get it on there. But yeah, this is a great one. And then the seeds are, which we don't have seed stalks of this yet. That'll come later in the summer, closer to the fall. But the little seeds from this are really, they're edible and they're a really good source of fiber. So I have some of these growing, some big ones in my house, and I collect the little seeds for fiber, and they're really just good in like baking and things like that. Okay, over here, I see a lilac. So here we have a very beautiful lilac, and I'm gonna, it smells so nice. We had these in our yard growing up, and I never knew you could eat them. But you can. They make a really nice syrup. And again, you can sprinkle them on little cakes and baked goods, make syrups. Yeah, they taste very floral. I've personally never tried drying them for tea. You could just add them fresh into tea as well. Yeah, my preferred method is usually syrup. Hello, truck. They're so fragrant. They do have a slight bitterness to them almost too. And then a sweetness. Yeah, they're nice. Yeah, make yourself some lilac syrup. Getting all the plant matter stuck in my throat.
Happy Earth Day.
Happy Earth Day. Get the earth stuck in your throat. So let's see. These are all the ones I scouted out earlier. This is as far as we got. How's everyone doing? Any questions, thoughts, comments?
We're talking about lilacs, I see. Lots of people have lilacs. Let's see if I'll scroll up, see if there's Victoria, I think, probably wants a Happy Earth Day, eat your trees on a shirt.
Yes. Or like Happy Arbor Day.
Yeah.
Which is, we're going to do a tree walk on the 30th, I believe. No. Yeah, is it on the 30th?
I have to double check.
Yeah, like, you know what? I made the event on Facebook and then immediately forgot what day we set it at. We have a tree walk coming up for Arbor Day. And we're going to like really get more into the trees. We're going to take a little hike of Mount Tabor, which is, it's not really a mountain, it's a big hill. But there's lots of trees on it, so we're going to do that. Yeah, I totally want like an eat your trees on a shirt.
Jennifer says, don't know if these were or will be mentioned. I'm working while listening, but violets and begonia flowers are also edible.
Yes. Yeah, and if I find any violets, we're gonna eat some. I also need to collect some to make a syrup, so. But yes, violets are wonderful. Violets are really fun too. I'll just talk about violets for a minute in case we don't find any. They have this sort of amazing scent and flavor. I forget the actual like scientific terms for things with them, but basically our human senses can only sort of like taste and smell them for an instant before we like can't anymore. It's like this very fleeting flavor and scent from violets, but it's amazing. Like I found some really good ones like out in an old abandoned orchard recently, and just like the best scented and flavored violets I have ever found. I ate many.
So we have a few more questions. One is, how do you know so much about plants?
It's special interest. I study plants. A number of years ago, I mean, I've always loved plants, but a number of years ago, I was like, I don't know, something happened and I was like, oh my God, there's all this food out here, basically, that I can eat for free. It's just everywhere in nature. So I'm like, well, let's figure out what I can and can't eat outside. So I started studying it, and I have a lot of books on foraging, and it's just fun too, because I love being outside. I love food, so it was really like a good combination of the two. Yeah, it's just super fun to be able to go outside and be like, oh, I can eat that.
Becky wants to know how you dry lilacs. She uses some vitality oils.
I would just suggest the dehydrator. You could probably hang them upside down, like you do a lot of like just dried flowers. I would just try a dehydrator, or what's that? Oh, all the delivery trucks going by. Or if you don't have a dehydrator, you could put your oven on like very low, like 150 to maybe 200. And spread them out on a tray and like check them every, I don't know, half hour or so. I don't know how long it would take. But yeah, those are two methods I would use for drying something like a lilac, or any flower really, that you want to then use for tea or medicinal purpose, or yeah. If you're doing syrups, you can just put them right in fresh. A lot of tinctures, you can put them right in fresh as well. So I do a little Googling and check first, depending on what application you want to use the final flower for. Let's keep going, and we'll see if we can find some violets. We'll see what else we can find out here. Yeah, there's a park up there. I don't know if we'll make it that far, but let's keep going and see what we can see.
Perfect.
And eat. Ooh, actually, here there's growing amongst the dead nettle. Yeah, this is a dock. So this one looks like probably a yellow dock, I'm guessing. But you can eat the young leaves of these. They have also a lemony flavor to them. A little bit of sourness as well, full of oxalic acid. These also will get like big seed stalks, and then you can use the seeds to make flour, which is great. Again, like great for bran muffins, or like mix it with like a rice flour or something like that. But yeah, you can make a gluten-free flour from the seeds of this plant, and you can eat the little leaves too if you want. The roots are also edible, and I've seen some really cool preparations of like pickled dock roots. And I think some people just like to chop them up and stir fry them as well. We have a little baby tree. A little baby tree. Oh, so cute. Look at you. Oh. I think this one is an apple or a pear. But it's tiny baby tree. a lot of your evergreens you can also eat. You can make teas from the needles. You can also eat the pollen. A lot of people will make flour from the pollen of different evergreen trees. I haven't tried it yet. But yeah, I've made tinctures from different like evergreen tips. And so you collect them in the spring when they're all like green. Just a cute little dog. And then you can, like, I've made syrups, I've made tinctures for adding to cocktails and things from evergreens. Which way do we want to go, Nana?
Let's see. That looks kind of flowery that way.
Yeah, let's go this way. And we're going to pause.
Nope.
Hello. Oh, thank you. This, I actually forget what this is, but I think this might be, is this Speedwell? I don't remember, but it is a cute little flower and we're going to take a look. But I do believe this one is edible and medicinal, but I don't remember the exact information on it. Just that it's real cute. And then right down here, we actually, so these little guys are kind of closing up because it's real bright here. They look like clovers, but this is actually Oxalis. So you can see they have like heart-shaped leaves in threes. So Oxalis, it comes in all different sizes. You'll often see it sold as shamrocks around St. Patty's Day. But you can eat it. It again has kind of like Doc, has this like lemony sourness to it that is really good actually. Like again, love to add it to salads as a really nice lemony brightness. You can eat the flowers as well. This one has cute little yellow flowers. It's so adorable and delicious. Yeah, these grow in all different sizes as well. I've seen some really big ones here in the Pacific Northwest, out in the woods. Not edible, to my knowledge, but the irises are starting to come up. They're just going to be pretty.
Ciaran says that Oxalis is very invasive.
It is, so eat it. Eat it. This right here is commonly called bed straw. And it's kind of, some people can eat it and some people can't. Some people, it irritates them. It irritates my skin, so I don't want to try eating it. It has like these little sticky like fibers on it that makes it all like stick together. I can't touch it for long. It clumps together. And I think it's called bed straw because people would actually used to like clump together and dry it and use it to stuff mattresses. But you can also eat it, and I think it does have some medicinal properties as well. I stay away from it because I don't want to get a rash. I mean, there's a very lovely rosemary bush right here with the purple flowers. Obviously rosemary, edible. California poppy. Also edible and beautiful. And in someone's yard, so I'm not going to eat it. Yeah, these are all starting to come up. I have some growing in my own yard as well. Let's see what else we can find. Oh, got some Oregon grape here too. So this gets little grape-like fruits on it. It's not actually grape, but you can eat them. A lot of people make jams out of it. This is one of our like native Pacific Northwest plants. And the leaves are kind of prickly and edged like a holly. It's a really nice day.
It's beautiful.
I don't know that we're going to find any violets out here. I think it's too bright in this neighborhood. We should just check out this person's garden. I mean, look, it's beautiful. Look at these pretty flowers. Oh, and their clover's blooming. Here we go.
Oh, wow, beautiful.
Yeah, look at these. Look at these clover flowers. This is crimson clover. Oh, they're so soft too. Ooh, and here they've got this is actually St. John's wort that's growing here. This will get yellow flowers on it, and it's mostly the flowers that are used for tea. We use it in one of our tea blends as well.
Nightcap?
No, I keep wanting to say the wrong one.
Yeah, I do.
It's, I keep wanting to say best friend's advice, and
yeah.
it's not. I'll think of it later. Yeah, we do use this in one of our blends. So it'll flower later into the summer. Got some more Calendula in here as well. This little sunny orange one. Ooh, some Oxalis in here. Flowers. So much good stuff in here. Dead nettle. Popping up. Yeah, got the California poppy as well. Yeah, such a lovely little garden right in here. Hi, puppy. All right, I think we're gonna. Ooh. All right. We're gonna cross the street. There's like a little plant just growing there. All right, we're gonna go this way so we don't upset the doggo. How's everyone doing? Are we still enjoying the walk?
We have a question. What are all the little purple flowers? Are these ones?
These here, or the ones?
It might have been over there.
Oh, over there. Those are wood hyacinths, not edible, but beautiful.
Just in case, what are these flowers?
Yeah. These I'm not sure, but they're pretty. And because I don't know, I'm not gonna eat them. Yeah, lovely little flowers. Look like they make a nice little ground cover here.
Mm.
They're beautiful. Here's another maple. You can see like the flowers are all different on them. These are so tiny compared to the other one that we saw. I wonder if they taste different. Come here, tiny flowers. Oh, they're so tiny. I can hardly. Ooh. Hang on. I'm just gonna go all in. I'm more of a light vegetal. The other ones tasted better. But you are a lovely tree. Look at the beautiful
It's so pretty.
branches. Thank you. Now, these are clearly someone's growing these, so I'm not going to pick them or eat them. But these are all, like pansies, are all edible. So you can get a good look in here. These are really lovely, just fresh and put into salads, pressed on top of cookies, cupcakes. And they're beautiful for decorating things with icing. I mean, look at them. They're gorgeous. You could also sugar them the way you do violets, where you would like dip them in a sugar syrup and maybe sprinkle sugar on top. Yeah. And then you can keep them longer. And they're yummy. I recognize a lot of things, but they're not all edible. Aww. It doesn't have flowers yet, but this is a baby Feverfew plant. This will get flowers on it. And they're really good medicinal flowers. They're good for headaches. Again, we give no actual medical advice. I can say I use them for my headaches.
I think Whitney made a joke of some neighbor watching us saying, "Are they eating my tree?"
Probably, yes. But it's Portland, so it's probably not the weirdest thing they've seen. Okay. These are, as far as I know, not edible ferns, but they're so cool. Look at the little...
Those spirals are awesome.
Yeah.
They look like Alice in Wonderland plant.
Right? They're so cute.
What are they called?
This is a fern.
A fern.
I don't know what kind. Certain ferns are edible and certain ones are not. And I don't think this is one of the edible ones. But it's just pretty. I got some more St. John's wort growing right here. Always nice to see. Ooh, here. I don't think these are edible, but they're real pretty. I think these are the little bleeding hearts. But these grow in the woods here, too. I love them. They're just neat.
I've seen these ones a lot. Are they edible or what are they?
No, those I think are bluebells. Or also a kind of hyacinth thing. They are not edible. At least as far as I know. If I'm wrong, someone correct me. Ooh, here's another lilac. This one has really dark reddish purple blooms. Really pretty. I wonder if it tastes different. No, it tastes like the other one. Just nice and vegetal and lightly floral. Very nice. It might have a little bit more of the floral tones on the back of the palette. It's a lovely tasting plant. We're not going to find any violets today, sadly, for those who were hoping. I was hoping too. Because I really want to make a cocktail syrup with them. I think it's just too sunny here. Usually you need a little bit more shade for violets. So I think we'll probably wrap it up today. There's another lovely cherry blossom over there. The pink puffballs. Looks like we've got willow right here, which willow is edible. Again, a lot of people use for headaches, fever, traditionally. Not recommending you do that officially. Plum Deluxe does not endorse any medical, we are not doctors, etc., etc. Yeah, I think we're gonna stop there. Yeah. Anyone have questions, thoughts, comments before we sadly have to head back inside?
Have a remind of our Earth Day.
Yes, yeah. So
Earth Week.
Yeah, we're gonna be doing an Arbor Day tree walk. I think next week. So take a look on our Facebook event schedule for that. We have all the information there. We also send out reminders too, and I'm sure Jenna's gonna talk about it on social media. So join us for that. We're gonna go just take a look at some trees on Mount Tabor, which is a park here in Portland. And yeah, thank you for joining us for Earth Day. Oh, and I totally forgot, Jenna. So between now and Arbor Day, which is the 30th of April, every sale that is made in the shop, we are going to donate $1 from that sale to one tree planted. And every dollar plants one tree. So One Tree Planted is a great organization that works with smaller tree planting groups all over the country. I think even all over the world. I think they help fund Friends of Trees, which is our big tree planting group here where I volunteer. So yeah, a dollar from every sale between now and the end of the month will help plant a tree. So if you really want to work the system, go make a bunch of little sales.
Yes, and we have one more question from Whitney is where can you learn more about what's edible and medicinal?
You could Google, start there. There's a great website out there, I think that still exists, called Eat the Weeds. That will tell you what you can eat in your backyard. There's also some great books. Rosemary Gladstar is a very well-known name in herbalism, and talks about foraging, like harvesting and growing. And
is her name really Rosemary?
Yeah, Rosemary Gladstar. Yeah, I will see if I can compile a list of resources that maybe we can put in the description for this video later. 'Cause I have a whole bunch of books at home. There's some really great foraging books too for your local area. that Timberline Press makes. I have one for Northeast foraging from when I lived in the Northeast, and now I have one for the Pacific Northwest foraging, since now I live in the Pacific Northwest. But they have different ones for different regions of the country, because a lot of plants are different all over the country. A lot of them are the same. So it's really been cool to see the difference between like the East Coast and the West Coast for me, for the plants out here. Yeah, I'll make a little list of good resources and books. But off the top of my head, that's what I got. So, all right. So thank you again, everybody. We hope you'll join us next week for our Arbor Day tree walk. And I hope you've enjoyed a little tour around our beautiful neighborhood here in Portland. So thank you, and see you later. Happy Earth Day!